actor and extreme fisherman. I've spent the last 5 years travelling the globe catching fish most anglers only dream of. From South America...
Oh, my Lord!
...to the South Pacific.
That is unbelievable!
And from teeming rivers...
Look at this fish!
...to raging seas.
Why not? Why not?
I've hunted fish with some of the best in the world. Then I decided to challenge them.
Oh, it's a monster!
6 to you, 7 to me!
Now I'm turning up the heat.
Holy...
And taking my extreme fishing challenge to the next level.
Watcha! Nice wine!
Let battle commence.
From the wildest places on the planet...
Whoa! To the coldest.
Every week it's a different location...
Are you telling me I'm going to be robbed by a dolphin?
...with the same extreme challenge.
Why are you laughing? That is cruel!
5 rounds of competitive fishing against some of the best anglers that nation has to offer.
I can't be beaten by a pommy actor.
To win, I'll need to catch the most...
Oh, my Lord!
...the biggest...
Oh, whoa!
...and the best.
What a beauty.
This is my extreme fishing challenge. This week, I'm on a road trip through one of the wildest places on Earth. It covers 2.5 million square miles. It boasts some of the planet's most spectacular scenery, and frankly, it's the stuff of legend. Located over 10,000 miles across the world, it's a punishing 24-hour journey just to get there. That's right. I'm off to the breathtaking shores of South Australia, where the outback meets the sea. There is one thing about the Australian landscape. It is vast, epic, awesome. The lands may be barren, but these seas are teeming with life. Welcome to one of the richest marine environments on the planet. Okay, so I've got my camper van, I've got my game face on, and I'm on the South Australian road trip. 2,000 miles of rugged coastline, 5 top Aussie anglers, and of course me, one Geordie trying to beat them all. For my first challenge, I'm heading 175 miles west of Adelaide to Marion Bay, a place that is famous for its fishing and its unpredictable weather. I think that's the boat we're meant to be going out on. But as you can see, it's on dry land. If I cast a line here, all I'll get is concrete, tarmac, bitumen, the bitumen fish. It's not looking good. It's looking like an absolute disaster. Yes, tarmac, wind and fishing don't mix. And nobody knows that better than my first opponent, Herbie Glacken, a seasoned fisherman who knows a few technical terms for this sort of weather.
This is very, very swell
Swell.
conditions.
Absolute.
Southeast
What a load of old.
Herbie Glacken, an Aussie angling nutter who's fished these waters for over 30 years. His biggest fish was a mako shark weighing over 550 pounds. And he clearly knows the language of the sea.
What were we going to catch? Tell me, what was out there?
Snapper, tuna,
Bluefin tuna.
double headers of everything.
King George whiting.
Yep.
There was everything.
All big, healthy, and all double headers.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I was going to catch them, you weren't.
You reckon?
Yeah.
We can't go out in that, so our fish off is delayed. For now. But at least that gives me a chance to meet the locals.
Well, what do you know? First time I've ever seen them in the wild.
What's that, Skip? The wind's gonna clear. And I'm gonna catch loads of fish? Gee, thanks, Skip.
You didn't know I could speak kangaroo-nese, did you? Is there no beginning to this man's talents?
And my marsupial mates aren't wrong. It's not long before the wind drops and the fishing with Herbie is back on.
This is a big boat. This is a metaphor for what's going to happen today. Everything is going to be big.
Herbie Glacken.
Yes, mate.
So tell me, what are we in store for today, huh? Is it going to be good?
It's going to be good. Look, I'll put my left nut on it. It's going to be good.
You'll put your left nut on it? I'll put me right nut on it
Okay,
then.
that's,
Then there'll be a couple of nuts fishing out there.
That's it, the 2 nuts. Everything's pretty good fish. Real good eating quality, good size, so should get plenty of variety on.
So how's this for a competition? The angler with the most different species is the winner.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Let's
Game
get it
on. Game on.
So my first challenge is a species test off the coast of Marion Bay. The angler who catches the most different species in 5 hours takes the glory.
It's not really a boat, is it? I mean, it's a kind of cruise liner. I've been for a run this morning on this boat.
And I'll need to be fit for this challenge. National pride is at stake.
An Englishman likes nothing better than beating an Australian at absolutely anything and everything. You ready?
I'm ready, mate.
Okay.
Challenge is on.
Let's see if you can live up to your reputation then, big lad.
Okay, mate. No worries,
Yeah.
mate.
Let's see what all the fuss is about.
There's one, Robson.
Okay, that's what all the fuss is about.
Bloody hell, he's straight in. All right, you've picked the spot, haven't you? Yeah, port side of the boat. Yes!
What were you saying?
No sooner did I have me worried face on, then wallop. We are in. It started. We're off. It's competition time, Herbie. And my bend is bigger than your bend. Yeah, the bloody thing came off. You are kidding me, no? Herbie, first one to you. That is a beautiful pink snapper, huh?
Yes, mate.
Check out those iridescent turquoise spots. We're going to see a lot of healthy fish today, and hopefully I'll catch some of them. And I didn't come here to hold Herbie's fish. You can have it back. Well done.
No, thanks, mate. 1-0.
1-0. All right, I can count. All right.
With only a few minutes gone, Herbie is storming into the lead. But I'm not far behind.
God, he's putting up a good fight. It's going to be non-stop today. 2 fish. I got a double header. How's about that? Herbie, in the back of the net, lured you into a false sense of security. You might be smiling, but your eyes are doing something completely different. He's going, oh, bugger.
So I've taken the lead with a pink snapper and this beautiful red bite fish, which can cause nasty damage.
The edges of these gill plates are razor sharp and will remove an angler's finger. 2-1 to the lad from Northumberland. Get in.
But Herbie's not going to give in easily.
All right, what we got there, Herbie?
Double-headed bite fish, mate.
Yeah?
Yep.
Is that a third species for you?
That's the second species,
Second.
mate.
2-2.
So we're 2-all.
Got a feeling it's going to be a busy day, and that means one thing.
Sorry, Herb, but I need a bit of help with the old angling aid. We call it the mangina.
But Herbie's got other things on his mind.
Any spaces here, Robson?
Is that what we got there, Herbie?
Swallowtail snapper.
3-2 to Herbie. Still all to play for. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all.
Come on, Robson. Show them what a Geordie can do.
Who's having a go at it?
Oh, that's a bit.
That's
Mate, well done. That's a snapper awarding, I think, mate.
Well, it's fighting all the way to the top. Oh, he's just on there.
It's a double header. Get in.
Look at that.
There we go, mate.
Oh,
Grab that side, bud.
what a comeback! That's a sweep. He's a beauty. Really compressed, solid fish. That's why he fought so well. But we'll put him back. Yep,
Yeah, mate.
put him back. Silver trevally. Look at the size of those pectoral fins. That's why they maneuver so well under the water. And that distinctive black spot on the edge of the gill plate there. I've got him worried. He's very quiet now, isn't he?
We're halfway through the species challenge. It's 4-3 to me, and Herbie's not looking too chuffed. But of course, things change.
Oh, look, Herbie's happy. Different species, is it?
A dinner table treat. Australians go mad to eat this fish, driving prices sky high.
I think it's called the King George whiting because it is royalty of whiting. But I think you have to be a member of the royal family to afford one of these.
At the moment, they're about $58 a kilo.
Over £30 for like 2.2 pounds of flesh? Well done, I'm so pleased for you.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's 4 each, and now we're upping the ante. For our final species, we're after one of the fastest fish in the sea, the bluefin tuna.
See the birds over there working, Robson?
Oh yeah, you can see him working here. Hold on to your angling hats, it's all about to kick off. Bluefin just shoaling in front of us here. Come on, come on. Classic. Just started trolling. There I am, chatting away. Wallop! Herbie could be into the second fastest fish in the ocean in the world. We'll get it in so I can catch one.
Oh, shut up.
Remember, it's my show. I can say anything I like about you in the end. It's your chat, 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 chat. Yeah, there's one thing, you're not as funny as me. Oh, yeah, look, I can dance and do things like that.
That's all right, mate.
Oh, he's more than 20 pound, I tell ya. Whoa, what a fish.
Now that's a fish you don't see every day.
Beautiful bluefin, sir. Well done. That was a pleasure to watch.
Herbie's bluefin tuna puts him into the lead 5-4. I've got one last chance to make it all square.
Yes, we are in! Oh, man, he took it! He is off! Go on, my son! Just hold on, Robson, keep the line tight, because you cannot retrieve the Maserati of the ocean. Herbie, I love you. You just put us on the spot. See, nature was telling us where the bluefin were. We were just looking at the birds working. Now what? This fella wants to take me over here. Look at the size of this fish, guys. Right, I'm down to the leader there. All right, sir.
Over there, Nosy. In there. Well done. Up and over, up and over. Well done, mate.
Thank you, sir. It's been a long time since I've caught a fish like that. How's about that? That is why we call this program Extreme Fishing, because you have an extreme predator, the bluefin tuna, capable of speeds exceeding 65 miles an hour. It takes off like a missile. Power from this area here, known as the peduncle. Strength from this streamlined, compact design. And the endurance comes from the heart of a lion inside there. It's an extraordinary fish. It's been an extraordinary day.
So in the final minutes of my first challenge, I snatch a draw, making it Robson 0, Australia 0.
Herbie, what can I say? That was a blast.
Well done, mate.
A draw is a fair result, you
It
see?
is a very fair result. I thought I had you, but you never gave in. Good on you.
Good comeback, do you think?
Yeah.
For my next challenge, I'm travelling 300 miles north to Whyalla, the third largest city in South Australia.
So, just arrived in Whyalla, and let's see what the weather's like.
Lovely. It's windy here as well. Shouldn't be a problem, though, as my next opponent is well used to knocking the wind out of people's sails. He's a South Australian boxing champ, and with 22 years of fishing under his belt, it's not only in the ring he's got a mean hook.
Steve Storick.
Robson, how are you, mate?
I'm good.
Steve the Scorpion Storick. He weighs in at 135 pounds, but he once caught a fish weighing half that. He floats like a butterfly, he stings like a bee, and thinks like a fish. The only good news is we're not braving the rough seas today. Instead, we're heading 20 miles in to the South Australian outback. Around here, man-made lakes provide water for livestock.
It's an incredible spot, I have to say.
Yeah, it's nice down here.
And lurking beneath these waters is an abundance of freshwater crayfish, or as the locals call them, yabbies.
Steve, what are you going to use to attract the yabbies?
We're using kangaroo meat 'cause it's nice and smelly. It's what the yabbies seem to come and attack.
Right, how's this sound for a competition? In the next 2 hours, the fellow with the most freshwater crayfish is Yabby champion.
Done deal.
So, Steve and I are fishing for yabbies, a type of freshwater crayfish in the middle of bloomin' nowhere. The man with the most yabbies wins the day.
OK, so we're going to lay our pantyhose in the water. Hopefully, that'll attract the crayfish or the yabby. And then you take the net and then scoop them from behind, not in front.
OK, Steve. May the best pantyhose win.
I've got one. Yes! Whoa, Stevie's talking.
That's a big one too.
That I got in.
If you have a look over there, my 2 strings are already tight, so I think you might be on the deck in a minute.
But we can't see any yabbies. But
Not yet.
Yeah, but you're looking at one there, and that's a good one, isn't it?
Going.
There you have my first ever yabby. And he is a beauty.
Here we go, Robson. It's 1-1 now.
Yeah, it's a good yabby, Storic. Not as big as mine or better looking than mine, but it's 1-1.
The challenge is on.
This place is packed with freshwater crayfish.
But it's not long before the champ settles into his rhythm.
That makes it 2-1 my way.
I'm not worried. I'm just luring you into a false sense of security. I'm just doing it too well at the minute.
Yes.
I know you're running away with it, but you've been yabbying all your life.
Oh, nice one.
All right, I might be on the ropes, but Geordies are fighters, and we never give up.
Yes! Ah! Got him!
Watch out, Steve. I'm coming for you. Could this be the knockout blow?
Oh, biggest of the day, Steve.
That is a nice one.
Oh, look at that. That's what we call a comeback, sir. 3-3.
3-0.
Tell you what, if this was for biggest freshwater crayfish, that one would win hands down. Or should I say pincers down? Well done, sir. Yes.
Yabbies are delicious. They taste just like crayfish, and I've got 4 of them.
Probably the reason why there are so many yabby in this spot is that there's a lot of females holding one hell of a lot of eggs. And some of the females around here can hold up to anything between 1,000 and 10,000 eggs. So we're not going to keep this one for the pan. We're putting it back.
And
yes!
you got 1. Beauty.
Listen to the master. 5 to me, 4 to him.
But it's only halfway through the challenge. Plenty of time for a comeback.
I have 2.
Oh, what? A double header of yabby?
Guess that puts me back in front now.
Does, matey.
But then again,
Oh,
double header.
Double header. You went 6-5, now it's 7-6, eh?
I think you could be cheating there, Robson. I reckon you're pulling up a couple of more strings.
Nah, then. Ooh. Ah!
yabbies may be small, but they have a nasty nip.
You got me.
Oh, yeah. Got a big one.
Whew.
This is a nice yabby.
He's a good one. There's a lot of meat in that crayfish, I tell you. And like a lobster, you just eat the tail part
Yep.
and the claws?
Just the tail. You can eat the claws too, the bigger claws.
And would you clean them out first because of the mud content of the water?
Yes. We normally flush them in some fresh water for probably 48 hours.
Yeah.
But that's a nice one. Oh, yes, another nice one.
You've got me on the ropes, Steve. You've got me on the ropes.
I have now.
Gotta get it. Got it. What happened there?
Just your luck, Robson. Like I said, you're going down.
It's the dying moments of the challenge.
My last chance to equalise or even take victory. Look at Storic. Look at him.
I wish you the best of luck, because you're going to need it.
Oh. Oh. Yes! Yes! Oh, you couldn't have written it, Storic! In the last seconds, I threw an uppercut, I threw a hook, a left and a right, and a bloody haymaker. I got myself a yabby. It's even, mate. Well, what can I say, Mr. Storic?
mean, you've just been fishing this spot all your life since you were a wee laddie. I turn up, complete unknown, rookie, 8-8 draw. How's about that?
Pretty good effort. Very well done.
So at the end of the challenge, it's yabby dabby do. I bagged another draw, meaning it's still all square. Robson 0, South Australia 0. But it seems Steve the Scorpion Storic wants another shot at the title. In the ring.
I'll knock you into tomorrow.
Let's do it.
Seconds out, round 1.
I demand a rematch.
And maybe a stunt double as well. Tell you what, I'm at the edges of the world, and the way things are going at the minute, I'm very much a man on the edge. And if I don't get a win soon, I could go over the bloody edge. You get what I'm saying? But hopefully I'll be crawling back from the edge if I win my next challenge. It's one of the biggest in Australian angling. A true monster of a fish and the stuff of legends, the Murray cod. Not found anywhere else in the world, these predators are the biggest freshwater fish in Australia and have been known to grow up to 6 feet in length. Once super abundant, they're now rare and can only be fished sustainably in stocked waters like the River Broughton. My opponent is a fisherman dripping with angling awards. But that doesn't guarantee he's going to catch one of these elusive beasts. Good morning, Lubin.
Morning, Robson.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Lubin Pfeiffer. He's a state champion angler who's landed some of the biggest Murray cod ever. And I've heard he can cast faster than a speeding bullet. Now, I've heard a vicious rumour that you've won many angling awards.
Well, I'd like to be modest, Robson.
Well, let me ask you this. Have you won a Smash Hits award?
No, I haven't.
Have you won a TV Quick award?
No.
And have you won Best Angler of the Year award from anglingrejects.com?
Not yet,
Yeah,
not yet.
Well, now you know what you're up against.
All right.
So how does this sound? I mean, the largest freshwater fish in Australia. Biggest fish of the day wins.
I reckon that sounds good, Robson.
And we'll
I'll
take it in
remember.
turns. Love it.
All right,
Looking forward to
fantastic.
it. A win would put me 1-0 up here, so the stakes are high on the Broughton River, with the biggest Murray cod caught before lunch winning. These cod can live to an incredible 100 years, making them some of the slyest old freshwater fishers anywhere. So luring one requires a unique approach. Now tell me, Lubin, what on earth are we replicating with a lure like this?
Well, a poor little bird, in fact.
Really?
Yes.
These fish take birds off the surface?
Yes, yep.
You're gonna have to show me how to do this first, matey. Nice cast. Good, interesting action there, Lubin. What's that? Just kind of this?
Yeah.
Is that invented by you? Okay, my first cast. Kind of like a golf course, this. You just got to cast right down the fairway. You're not going to get anything there, Robson. Oh, dear. Oh, you muppet! Straight in the rough.
There's none in the reeds, Robson.
We're all fallible. All these anglers going, oh, Robson Green got his lure caught in the reeds. Did you see that? Was hilarious. When he did his back cast and he flies, he got caught in the trees. It's rubbish. You've all done it. OK, Lubin, your turn at the tee, sir. Oh, lovely shot, sir. Straight down the fairway. Oh, you sliced that one a little. Oh, and you hooked that one in the rough. You in the reeds there. You in the reeds there, Lubin?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am.
You mocked me. Sit down. Just sit down. Come on. Show me what all the fuss is about. Well, there's nothing wrong with our casting. But no monster Murray cod for us. And with lunch just around the corner, there's only one thing for it. Try another spot Lubin knows, home to a beast of a Murray cod.
There's a very big fish that lives at the top, and when the water was clear, every time you put a lure down, he'd come and look. So I'm hoping that now with the water dirty, he'll be a little bit more willing and we'll outsmart him.
Excellent. Right, you just disturb them, right? Just wake them up. Do not catch one. Any knocks? Right. If he gets a fish, he's going in the drink. Right, let's see what we got here.
No joy for Lubin so far, but hopefully he's warmed up the water for me. Patience, Robson. Any minute now.
Yes, go on.
Oh!
You got him?
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
They're here. They're here. Oh, first cast.
But time is running out.
They're here. There is a monster in here. Come on.
We don't count half this.
Yes.
Yes, got him.
No, he's off again.
That must be what Lubin was talking about.
Whatever's down there is very big and is very strong. Right there. Come on, why won't you take it a third time? Oh, what am I gonna do? Yes!
Yes, got
yes. In! Oh, he's off! He's off, Lubin! What's wrong with the... What's the lure doing?
him. Different lure, man.
Is it me? Lubin? Look at what he did to that lure. He destroyed it.
Oh.
Look at that, man. Jesus, he hammered on that.
It's unreal.
Some days you've just got to admit that the fish was too good for the fisherman.
Never mind, it was a draw. Fair result. 3 knocks.
Wow, yes, I think you got a little bit closer than I did. So I'll-
Had you worried, eh?
Yes, he did.
Neither of us could tempt up a mighty Murray cod, so the score remains Robson 0, Australia 0.
Would you believe it? I mean, the sun's out, the sky's blue, but it is blowing a bloody gale. And let me tell you, wind and fishing do not mix.
And that means I'm having trouble finding someone to fish against. So I'm calling Herbie Glacken, my first challenger.
Herbie, it's Robson. Talk to me.
I'm hoping he can hook me up with some beach casting back in Marion Bay. In fact, he knows the meanest, fiercest, toughest beach caster in the land. That's right. It's his wife.
You trying to get a flyer?
Oh, I just thought I'd try and get one up on you.
Kirsty Robson.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Kirsty Glacken, hard-working mother of 2, she's been fishing these shores since the age of 5. She once caught a 78-pound tuna, but her biggest catch was her husband, Herbie.
Being a mother of 3...
No, just 2.
No, 3.
3, oh.
I've met your husband. Not 2, I've met Herbie. He's a card.
Yes, high maintenance.
And I know you're looking forward to the prospect of beating me.
Absolutely.
OK, Kirsty, we've got 4 hours. And in that 4 hours, it's the angler with the most Australian salmon wins.
Game on.
May the best fisherman, fisherwoman, or angler, angleress win.
So in this battle of the angling sexes, we're fishing for the Australian salmon on the golden shores of Jim Beach. The angler who catches the most wins the challenge.
Nice cast. Look at that. 10 yards further.
Yes, it's all about length, Kirsty. So I'm told.
Oh, had a little inquiry, yeah. We got some action here, Kirsty. Yeah, took me bait. Took me bait.
Oh well, better to have nearly caught Kirsty than not at all. This is great casting, rubbish catching. Oh, hang on. What's on the end of Kirsty's line?
First fish on the board.
Hey, what is it?
It's a little whiting.
That's a little King George whiting?
Yep.
Can we take him off the hook? OK, it's not a monster. It's a baby King George whiting. But anyway, this is extreme fishing, not extremely small fish.
Up the size
so
a
we'll
little.
put him back, eh?
Righto.
And besides, it's not even an Australian salmon, so it doesn't count anyway.
How come you're catching fish and I'm not? What have you got that I haven't, Kirsty? Didn't think about that. Actually, if I let myself go a bit, I might end up having some.
Nice cast.
Nice, wasn't it?
Hey, you got some form there. Damn.
Oh, Kirsty's upping her game, and now she's casting further than me. And all I'm catching is seaweed. Come on, Robson.
They certainly don't like the squid here as bait, so I've changed it to cockle and worm. If it ain't working, change it.
Kirsty's changing her tactics as well.
Get a crab. Robson, watch out.
I think she's trying to put me off.
I can get you back. Don't worry. I'll get you back.
I just need to catch something first.
Ah!
But as Kirsty is busy catching crabs, I've spotted some encouraging signs.
There's some birds working. Well, there's a couple of birds working just in front of us there.
And that could mean the fish are close. I just need to cast in the right spot.
Yo! Something took it! Oh, yes, we got a decent fish on in the dying minute! The lad from Northumberland pulled it out, he changed tactics, and he got a fish!
And it's an Australian salmon.
Kirsty, that is definitely the biggest one of today.
Still got a couple minutes to go.
I haven't got a couple of minutes, it's nearly all over. It is one of the most popular fish around here with anglers. And it's an extremely beautiful looking fish. Look at the iridescent green. And pound for pound, one of the best fighting fish in Australia. But more importantly, it is the winner in my book, because I don't think Kirsty's going to catch anything bigger. Well, the competition was the angler with the most Australian salmon. And seeing I caught one Australian salmon and you caught no Australian salmon,
Congratulations.
who do you think won?
Hi, you.
You're looking at him. Oh, that's a good day. Thank you.
Well done.
Tell me how it feels to be beaten by some unknown pom.
Duck, beat me.
See? She was genuinely gutted.
And me, I'm ecstatic. This stunning last-minute victory means I've stormed into the lead. It's Robson 1, Australia 0. Get in. This last challenge will show South Australia who's boss.
I am in one of the last remaining wildernesses on the planet. It's strange to think that it just goes for miles, not hundreds of miles, thousands of miles.
And my final challenge is a titanic decider against the people who know this wilderness best. Point Pierce is the heart of a 40,000-year-old Aboriginal community on the coast of the York Peninsula. I'm here for a spearfishing challenge at a place reassuringly known as Dead Man's Island. These are closely guarded communities, and it's a rare privilege to be invited onto their lands. So first, I've got to earn the trust of the elders of the tribe.
Good morning, fellas. How are you?
Yeah, good day.
What a beautiful morning it is. Robson.
No, Quentin.
Good morning, Robson.
Lindsay.
Lindsay,
Yeah.
pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure
How are
to
you?
meet you, too.
And who we got here?
Perry.
Perry, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, mate.
I have to say, guys, you look like a certain rock band I know.
ZZ Top.
Yeah, I like it. You know,
well,
you gonna give me some loving today? Tell me about the target we're after today.
That's the battlefish. Yeah, and go out with a spear gun, snorkel and goggle, flippers.
How do you fancy my chances against the opponents you've lined up today?
Oh, not that good.
Really?
They've been doing the fishing for a long while.
I know it's traditions that have been passed down through generation to generation, but my Uncle Matheson taught me to fish. Yeah, he's taught me a thing or two.
Yeah.
All right,
well,
Quentin,
good
show me
luck
these
to you.
opponents. Show me those again.
They seem pretty confident.
Don't worry, good luck.
Who's my opponent then? Ah, it's the whole bloomin' tribe.
It's definitely my opponents, plural, for the day.
Meet the nephews, or the young men of the tribe. These guys are the inheritors of 40,000 years of fishing know-how. They know these waters like the back of their hand. And oh yeah, there's 30 of them. Okay, at least these nephews should have some respect for Uncle Robson.
Hands up if you think I'm an expert angler.
Yeah, come on, eh?
Hey, I'm quite a fragile creature. Thanks very much, mate. There was a guy who went...
Seeing as I'm up against a small army, the elders insist I have a teammate from the tribe to help keep me safe and give me a fighting chance.
Who's going to help me out?
The most experienced nephew, Derek.
Derek. Robson, pleasure to meet you.
too.
You're going to look after me today?
Yeah.
And for one day only, you're a Geordie.
I'm a Geordie.
You're a Geordie, okay?
But before we Geordies take to the water, there's a traditional Aboriginal ceremony.
So what we'll do first, Robson, we'll smake is if we go into the water, it's like cleansing them, you know?
Or they could just be trying to kill me.
Can I go now, Quentin?
Yeah, you can go.
I can't breathe.
Come on, nephew, we'll walk through.
Well, that sorted the men from the boys.
Pigeon.
So our spearfishing target here at Dead Man's Island will be the local staple of butterfish. To win, mine and Derek's combined total has to beat the best individual haul from the nephews.
Now, where do the butterfish hang out?
They sit on the coral. Just sit on the coral. They feed off the coral. They lie on the seaweed.
Yeah, and is it true they kind of change colour under the water?
Right, I need to get shooting. Senior Elder Lindsay's umpiring the match. He's got to know a trick or two.
Okay, any advice before I go in, Lindsay?
When you spot a butterfish, just dive down, get him.
And don't swim in front of a spear gun.
Yeah, don't be a silly bugger.
Yeah, thanks for that, Lindsay. Spotting these butterfish is easier said than done.
Just spotted one. He's just holding in the weeds. It's kind of camouflaged at start, and Derek's pointing, can you see him? I'm going there, and then it kind of lit up. It's kind of blue. Went towards him, took off at about 40 miles an hour.
Thank goodness I've got Derek to back me up.
And that, sir, was one steely-eyed shot. You did everything I taught you to do. And there you have a butterfish, or groundburra, as they call it here, which translated is butterfish. But that fish is as much mine as it is yours, Derek.
That's right.
Because, you know, I kind of spotted it for you. Well, I know I didn't. You spotted. You did everything. But, you know, there's no I in team. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's it. One for England.
Good start, mate. Well done. One for England.
But we're not the only ones getting on the scoreboard. Impossible to tell how many they're pulling out. But if I don't start getting some hits, me and Derek are going to be in trouble. And that fella's having a right good crack at it. Come on, Robson. Time to show some ancient Geordie instinct. There's one. Yes!
So how's about that? 4.5 pound of beautiful butterfish. It's a bloody good shot. Now, they say it's tradition in these parts that the first one you catch, you give away.
Yep.
But sadly, for them, that's not going to happen today.
Okay, no.
Because I'm a cheeky bugger.
Yeah, I know that.
Halfway through the challenge, I need to spear more butterfish to stand any chance of catching the most. Time to up my game. There's one. Missed him. Unlike that nephew, these guys are good. Come on, Bonnie lad, you can do it. But not like that. He didn't miss. I might have an uphill battle on my hands. It's the last moments of the challenge. Can I get one more? Yes! And it looks like Derek's got one as well. So in the dying moments, we've managed to pull in a total of 4 butterfish.
The dynamic duo get a double header. How's about that?
No worries.
Challenge over. Time to find out how I fared.
Yeah. Break the suspense. Butterfish have been brought in and counted. What's the scores on the doors, lads?
He came second.
We came second?
Yeah.
Yay, you're not laughing now, are you? Hey? Dynamic duo did it. You know, we came, we caught, we might not have conquered, but I had you bloody worried for a while, didn't I?
Just a little. Just a little bit, not
Just
too
a little
much.
bit. Come on then, let's see what all the fuss is about.
Yeah.
Come on, give me all your loving. Come on.
No worries.
We would have beaten you, wouldn't we? But my bloody safety catch was on.
The fish is cooked in the traditional Aboriginal way, slowly baked on a smouldering fire.
So what, they want a bit of lemon on it or what?
Brown?
That's nice.
Exceptional.
No worries, brother.
Exceptional.
That's nice.
Exquisite. Thanks, Lindsay.
No worries. You're
Thanks,
welcome.
guys. Come on, dig in.
That defeat means my South Australian road trip finishes all square at Robson 1, South Australia 1. I came to the other side of the world and caught stunning fish.
Thank you, sir. It's been a long time since I've caught a fish like that.
Saw eternal landscapes.
It is vast.
And even took on ancient fishing knowledge.
And that, sir, was one steely-eyed shot.
Australia.
Oh, yes, we got a decent fish on.
You have got me.
You couldn't have written it, Sturrock.
Totally hooked.
Gonna give me some loving today?